Welcome to another live episode of me and my big mouth podcast. I am him, he, the host Tuck, and today we're recapping episode 8, checking your blind spot. Are you in the building yet, or do we might need to wait? But we're about to send a message out loud and clear that the boy Tuck is here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna throw that bad boy in the group, and then I'm gonna send it to a few people. But what's up with you? Let's get into it. I need to see some thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, all that good stuff there. Send it to shiny man. Boom, 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 boom. All right, I'm gonna do enough people. All right, let me see. I think that's about enough people. I'm gonna send it to. Let them come on in. Let them come on in. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? I'm trying to see people. Go ahead and thumbs up in the comment section if you there. All right, all right, all right. Now that is it. Checking your blind spot. We had a podcast, a very good podcast. You should go to YouTube and check it out. You know what I'm saying? You should go there and check it out. But it's called Checking. Thanks for the thumbs up all the way from YouTube. What it do? Um, Checking your blind spots. And it's a podcast where we talked about checking your blind spots. And one of the very first things that we actually said was mm, divorce papers. How do people be surprised about divorce papers? How did the relationship get to that point where you're now at divorce and one don't know what one should? So we're here to discuss that because I don't get it that you with somebody and you can't notice that they're unhappy. How is it that you can't even see that they're unhappy? You know this person better than anybody you're supposed to anyway, but you don't even know that they're unhappy. You get surprise divorce papers like, here, I am sick of this. You thinking everything's sweet, and all of a sudden, bam, how does life hit you like that? What is in that situation that you missed when checking your blind spot? What did you miss in that situation? Porky says, send him the link, baby. Go ahead and send him the link. But yeah, like, how do you get surprised by divorce papers? I am confused a little with that. Like, what is it that you didn't see? Your narcissistic ass. Like, how did you not see that divorce coming? What did you miss? Huh? You didn't stop to pay attention to your partner and say, "Hey, are you okay? Hey, babe, it's been 5 years. To me, it's been 5 lovely years. How have they been for you? What is it? Something that you still bothering you that you didn't get over quite like you said you did? What is it? What did you miss?" So that's what we did. What we talk about when we talk about checking your blind spots. You should know. I would think you should know, but Some people don't, some people do. And that'll be the first one. Marriage. How do you walk into a house? Let me fix it. How do you walk into a house and everything is gone? She's gone, the furniture's gone, the damn dog's gone. How do you walk into a house and everything's gone and you have no idea that that was going to happen? Am I missing something? Am I tripping? What is it about that blind spot that you didn't see? You're devastated now. You can't understand why that happened to you. What did you miss? And has it ever happened where you thinking everything's sweet? Anybody that's watching, you thinking everything's sweet, and then bam, she ready to go, 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 or he's ready to go, go, go. I am confused about how this really happened to people. I need to thank God that it hasn't happened to me. Cause matter of fact, can you, cause you can get caught up in your work too. A goal, a thing that you really driving to work for, it could really hinder your relationship. If you don't have the right partner that you can actually,
Yo,
you must got to get your earbuds in.
nah, let me put them in because I can't hear you that well.
I can hear you pretty good though.
Let's see.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
All right, I was just sitting back thinking like, how do people get surprised about divorce papers, bro? Like,
That's a good
how
question.
you go home and the furniture gone, the bag, the damn fish tank gone, and there's a note right there by the counter. How
That's a
does that
broad.
happen? What
That's a
blind
broad
spot
question.
is some? Huh?
That's a broad question.
Yeah. What? Because I'm trying to tack down like so many situations where what particular this so like what's the common thing that most people miss? Like, cause you can be dead ass happy in something and not knowing that your partner's suffering in silence.
Right.
And I'm just thinking, like, that's why I said checking your blind spot. What is it that some what would you say somebody would particularly miss in that scenario? Somebody come home from work and everything's gone, and there's a note saying I'm leaving.
Man, I mean, there's a lot of things I could think of that could cause that, man. But one scenario I think that probably makes sense in a lot of situations is, just not acknowledging the other person. You know what I'm saying? I heard a statement today that real love is just how you say that thing? Love is being listened to and understood. Like I just want to be listened to and understood. And so you imagine how many people in relationships where the partner don't listen to them and they don't understand them. And
Right.
but they get into a relationship based off the surface stuff. He looked nice, she looked nice, pretty smile, all that surface stuff. The sex good, all that. But then once you start living life, and my quote, real life exposes bullshit. So as you enter into real life, on those foundations,
Yeah.
but you got a partner that don't listen to you, don't acknowledge you, don't block you out. You ain't really that significant now, and y'all got kids together. Man, that
Yeah.
ain't gonna last for so long.
All right. Let me. I want to bring it up. I'm gonna take it up one more notch. Like, cause
That makes sense.
yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense.
Okay,
That
okay, okay,
that
okay.
that's the one where you. That's where you gotta like after a few years, you need to say, "Hey, babe, we good? We
Right,
straight?" Like, I had the last 5 years of my life with you has been wonderful. But how you feel
right, right. Check in. You got to check in.
now? This is the thing. Like with me is that if everything is cool on my end, I think it could be a little bit of ego. If I'm happy, shouldn't you be happy?
Oh, hell no.
That's what. But I'm saying, like, if I feel like we're good, what is there to check? You know what I'm saying?
What is there for you to check on?
Yes.
Right. I see what you're saying. Yeah. But
It,
just navigating a relationship. If that was the case, especially you asking the question, it probably makes sense and it's advantageous for us if we are doing well in the relationship to just check in on the partner, like, yo, how you doing? Because
and
I'm
click.
good over here.
Let me read
Yeah.
that. I'm gonna read this comment right quick. It's not a surprise. It's people choosing to ignore the fact that the other is not happy. I agree in most cases, but some people suffer in silence too. It's people right now, like just not even in a marriage situation. You would think their life is good, but they need help. But before they ask for it, they'll suffer in silence.
Can I comment on that comment that she made?
Can you see it? Because I read it again.
Read it again. Okay, there it is. It's not a surprise. It's people choosing to ignore the fact that the other person is not happy. Now, like, I definitely agree with that, and I'm sure that's probably the case in most cases. But what I was thinking about when I was listening to you earlier, when you was asking the question, I've been married 23 years. It's been ups and it's been down. It's
Right.
been times where she hasn't been happy. It's been times where I haven't been happy. But we navigated through those situations where another couple going through those same peaks and valleys, one of the partners involved can call it quits, like, I've had enough. You see what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So, like, the person that she put a comment back up there one more time, please. It's not a surprise. It's people choosing to ignore the fact that the other person is unhappy. So, like, I'm sure there's a situation where maybe that person is ignoring that the other person is unhappy, but do you think it's possible that they can get over that, not over that hurdle, but yeah, over that hurdle? You see what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I maybe done got lost in my what I was saying, but can they come out of that? Because many couples have.
Right. If you know your partner, then you should be able to see the signs. How you feel about that? I think that could. I don't know if you just know a person that much. Like, you might not know your partner in the struggle. Y'all may have met each other when y'all both was on y'all A game. So shit is peaches and creams. So you don't know it until you know it. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah, 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 yeah. You definitely gonna learn it. You definitely gonna learn that language, that body language,
Yeah,
because it's
you
gonna be.
go
Go ahead.
ahead.
It's gonna be peaks and valleys. So when it's up, it's up. When it ain't up and they're not happy, you're going to pick up on that thing. Like, damn, like, the energy off, the energy different. Like, sex ain't the same. Like, the energy just everything just different. So you'll pick up on that. It's just whether or not you gonna be, I'm gonna say, man or woman enough to address it and kind of try to help fix the issue. You see what I'm saying?
All right, this another blind spot check that I be wanting people to like think about.
Blind
When
spot.
somebody's when somebody's with you, all right. I'm just gonna ask you because I know some of the telltale signs. When you're with somebody, but they're still in love with their ex,
Yeah.
and you it's like they you don't realize that they're shitting on their ex to you, and you're not checking your blind spot because if that man still has that type of pull and he can pull that type of emotion out of her, it's still something there.
Hmm.
And you thinking we just shitting on him together. Oh shit, it's sorry ass baby daddy. That nigga ain't shit. Not knowing if he ever get his shit together,
She
you
gone.
out of there.
Yeah,
So I be
that's
telling niggas,
interesting.
you need to be careful how much hatred your girl got for her baby daddy. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
that's
Because
crazy.
if shit is
That's
real.
crazy. No, I'm just sitting here thinking, if my wife's still feeling her ex over 23 years, I missed all the signs. I
you all
missed
that
all the
shit.
signs.
You all that shitting on this nigga. He ain't shit, man. You already know he shit. That motherfucker. I'm like, why she mad though?
Nah, that's crazy though. But you know where I'm at over here, we never had a discussion about our ex. That's why I was saying I missed all the signs. But what you're saying makes sense. I just ain't never experienced it.
What about blind spots? Okay, what is the telltale signs when your partner love you but she's tired of you?
Mm. My wife
Because
been
I know
tired of me
I know you
many
get a lot
times.
of that in the barbershop, like people like saying what they missed or can't believe she did this. Like for instance, how could your woman run off with your best friend? What did you miss? See, cause Porky, my old lady can't even laugh at my nigga joke too much.
You serious about that too? Ain't
The fuck? I mean, when that bitch become Richard Pryor, I would have know. This nigga ain't never been that damn funny to me. But I'm just saying, like, how is it that people their man just run off with their girl and you don't even see it?
bro, I don't even know if I've actually seen that in real life. Have you ever seen that in real life?
No, you mean seen it personally? Yo,
Yeah, personally. Yeah, yeah,
yeah, I know
yeah.
a person that actually was sleeping with somebody. She had a baby by the guy's brother
Mm.
in real life.
Yeah, I can't think of an incident where I know that to happen in real life. Like, you know, the lady is gone with her man's best friend. Like,
Well, say about instance
yeah,
like your pastor, your ex pastor,
yeah.
in his situation where he ran off.
The nigga ran to the front pew.
But
He
I'm
got
saying, how
somebody from the front pew.
ain't nobody see that?
See it coming? Yeah, yeah. It was people in the church that saw it coming. Yeah, I talked to some of the older people in the church. You know, and they say I knew something was wrong, something was up. Now me, I missed it. I
Oh,
didn't
you missed
know it. I didn't know it was jumping and it was up until it was up, like it was uncovered. But there were people that was there. That, and keep in mind, I was young too, so I wasn't
yeah.
paying attention to them like that. But there were older people who could see well, and they seen it. Yeah, they seen it.
Now
They seen it coming.
this another one, right? And I've heard this more than once. That's why I brought it up. I made a clip about it. How is it that you can be with a woman or your wife and she never had an orgasm with you?
Yeah, I hear of that a lot. I hear of those tales of women who have never had an orgasm, not just with their husband, but period. Like you know, and I
Bring up.
think they'll admit, huh?
I was telling her to bring up a comment. She
Oh,
said, in most of those cases, they are giving that woman or man the comfort that they are not receiving at home, the extra attention, conversation, and affection that was lacking. Why
right,
is
right, right, right.
no? You know what? I be hating that because it's always an excuse.
Why?
Because it's always an excuse for you to do shitty things. Maybe you just got that urge. Maybe that's a demon that you fight. Why is it that somebody always got to be lacking some to justify them seeking attention from somebody else? I don't. You act like it ain't fucked up people in this world. Some people you can't fill their cup up. That because enough ain't never enough.
I mean, I agree with that, but I agree with her comment as well. I think both of you are right. You know what I'm saying? For sure, both of you are right in that. But what she said, I'm sure that goes on a lot. You know what I'm saying? People not listening and understanding their partner, like just dismissing them. You know, and I ain't ready to man bash, but I'm gonna speak from the man's perspective. You know, just my little knowledge about men and women. I feel like a lot of women are treated like straight up objects. And so once I get you and I got you, like I'm gonna do you how I want to do you, and that's what it is. I'm the man. I do what I want to do. And if all it takes is for somebody like me to come along and gonna listen and give attention, and you know what I'm saying, and validate their feelings, and yeah, she gonna want to kick it with me.
See,
And I
and
ain't
it,
even trying to get her. I ain't even trying to get her, but she gonna think about me for a long time.
right. And this was, and I know this situation personally happened, but I saw a dude say, um, he was talking about women and the mistakes they make when they trying to find everything in somebody. So they have a person that fulfill 80% of themselves, right?
Yeah,
But they lacking that 20. So
right.
this nigga got that 20, but he ain't got that 80 to cover. But because they got
Hmm.
so used to the 80, the more people get used to you, the less they appreciate you. They got so used to the 80 that the 20% looks better than the 80%.
We used to call that the sin of familiarity. They get so familiar with you that they don't really respect you anymore.
Right. Exactly. So they would look at the 20% every day, hey, because he walked in and say, "What's up, sweetheart?" Or that lack of attention. Now this nigga that you the 80 that provider that's busting his ass is going to work doing X, Y, and Z, making sure everything's covered in the house, making your life extra. That bum ass nigga ain't got that. But he got that 20%. He know how to compliment you. He know how to tell you how fine you are.
Mm.
But you gonna have to be his mother after a while. You had to take care of that
Oh,
nigga. Now
oh.
you have just lost the 80% nigga because you lacking. I just don't understand where's you gonna find this what person you gonna find that he's not gonna be lacking something you seeking.
I think that's true that you ain't gonna find everything. I say I think that's true. I don't know for sure. Maybe he out there. Maybe she out there. I know I ain't it. I'm a good 60%. Like
You say 60.
I'm a good 60%. You leave me, you
You
leave
damn that low
60%.
battery, boy.
I'm low battery. Yeah, that's all I got. That's all I got. You know. So if my wife decided to roll the dice, you know what I'm saying, I can see that. Like, hey, I got to get out there and try to find, because this ain't
You,
it. She
you ain't
might
give
say
yourself
this ain't it.
you ain't giving yourself credit enough. I just don't I don't think like the dude, this a dude. I don't know if I think I might have sent it to you. And he broke down how like the partner that God sent to you or the partner that you find shouldn't fulfill all of your conditions, right? It should be conditions that you lack. Because if a person fulfill all your conditions, how can you love that person unconditionally?
Boy, that was like a math question right there. I ain't good at math.
You
You got to slow
know what
that
I'm
one
saying?
down.
If you looking for somebody to meet all your conditions, how then can you love somebody him unconditionally? You love your child unconditionally, but you should love your husband unconditionally or your wife unconditionally. Why are you looking for them to fulfill every condition that you desire?
You don't think we were kind of raised up like that? Taught that?
Absolutely. But that's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
just because we're raised a certain way, don't mean we can't start learn and do better.
Well, for sure, real life gonna teach you quick. Now, once you jump out there in real life and get from under mom and daddy roof, real life gonna show you all the BS. Life
Right.
gonna show you, like, and so that lady or that man is looking for all that. Of course, like life gonna show them. But Tuck, you got to admit though, there's somebody that's with someone right now, and that partner is not hitting the mark.
Right.
So should that woman or that man
Bring it
dismiss
up.
that person and shoot again? Like, try for something else. Like, shit, why ain't no need for me to stay here because I'm not happy? You talking about 80-20, shit. I don't like it. So let me move on. I got to try something else.
She
I
said
think
that's why
we've
you have
all I think we've all done that at some point. What she say?
can you see it?
That's why you have your negotiables, your negotiables, abs, non-negotiables.
At
Uh
the end
at the end
at
of
the
the
end of the day, you
day,
have to
you have
compromise.
to.
I
Yeah,
just had this
absolutely.
I just
Absolutely.
had this
Absolutely.
argument at work, right? And you can't compromise on everything.
Not
You can't,
everything, but there has to be some type of compromise in a relationship.
yeah,
Has to be.
absolutely. But everybody always go to compromise when certain things you might not be able to compromise. Like say for instance, your wife have an idea of the way you spend your money, right?
Uh-huh.
And you have an idea how you should spend your money,
Yeah.
or in how we should invest it. Now, okay, we take 50-50. We invest this part here, and we invest this part here. Your shit plummet, but your wife shit went to the roof.
Yeah.
Compromise made you be halfway. Matter of fact, didn't even make you succeed, made you even out. But if you would have actually went with her, y'all would have been at another level. So
Right.
sometimes compromising ain't always the key. You like what you need to look for is a win-win. Not always compromise, because compromise you're going to lose at something when you compromise.
I mean, but I think that's a two-way street. Sometimes in certain situations in a relationship, if you don't compromise, you still could experience loss. I think that's just part of the game. You know what I'm saying? If I compromise with my wife and I ride with her idea, we take a L, we take a L. Ain't no need for me to trip on that. I'm playing the game. You know what I'm saying? I know what time it is. If I decide to stand on what I said in my relationship and my wife opposes my idea, well then I take that stand. I ain't ready to compromise right now. One of us gonna see who
Yeah.
was right, and whatever that is, that's just what it is. And 23 years of marriage, me and my wife both have doubled down on some of the things that we are not willing to compromise, and we have compromised a lot on things we thought we wouldn't have never compromised on. So,
She said, but you can't see into the future. Compromising is the best way. I agree to a certain extent, but sometimes
yeah,
you
yeah, yeah,
know when
yeah.
you know. Sometimes you are absolutely right in it, and because your partner can't see it, they don't want to take the risk. But you know what you know.
I mean,
Sometimes
if
you
you, if you,
absolutely know,
yeah,
huh?
if you know, double down. If you know,
Yeah,
double
that's what I'm
down.
saying. Like
Yeah,
we're
but
gonna have to do it.
yeah. And I think the wives or the women or the opposite partner should do the same if they know. Like, hey babe, you missing it right now. Like I ain't rocking with you on that. Like I know what I'm talking about right now. All right, we're gonna put your words to the test then. We're gonna see. You better be right.
Yo, this I don't know if you ever experienced this, but how do couples like? I was bringing up like, how do you hell do you be in a financial debt and you don't know it? Your partner is fucking up the money everywhere, but you don't know it.
Oh,
Like
that's
like
easy to do.
like it's still men. I've met men that still get paid and hand their wife their check.
Right. What's you feel like that's a problem?
That is definitely is a big ass problem.
You don't understand the motive behind it.
Help me out.
Well, I just finished Hustle Harder, Hustle Hard, Hustle Smart, 50 Cent, the audio book. And towards the end of the book, he talked about that. He said, because his grandfather always gave his grandmother the check. 50 said, man, that never made any sense to me, man. You work all week and get your check and you hand it to another person. I don't understand that, grandpa. And he said, son, the reason I did that is because if I give your grandmother the check, she knows exactly how much money we have. There's no room for her to guesstimate or estimate and for her to desire things that she can't get. So by her having a check, she already see the boundaries. We got enough money to pay these bills and do this, so she ain't asking for nothing extra.
Now that's good. That's smart. If he doing it that way, that's smart.
Right.
I'm talking about niggas that
But
just go ahead.
but the other guys that you're talking about, like, in certain relationships, it's both ways. There are some men who are just better with the finances. So, when the money come in, it goes to a particular account, depending on how the couple set it up, and the man handles all the finances. Some situations, it's the woman. She handles all the finances. So, when the money come in, what she says goes. Like, hey, yo, I need XYZ out of your check, or I need the whole check so that we can take care of this. Baby, here it is. You know what I'm saying? And everything stays afloat. See, it ain't no one way to handle that. It's almost like house rules. Your house
Right.
rules are different from mine. And in relationship, when it comes to finances, whatever works best for that couple, that's what they should do. My wife handle our finances.
Okay.
She's way, way better at it than I am. Trust me. And so I have no problem submitting to her when she say, "Hey, this is what I need at the end of every week." I make sure I get that to her.
But let me ask you,
Mhm.
but ain't it still a thing that you should still learn?
Yeah,
Because
yeah, 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 absolutely,
because tomorrow your wife could pass, or you could pass.
absolutely,
So ain't
absolutely.
it something like you just can't keep, and then you're lost. You know what
Now,
I'm saying?
now, you are absolutely right. Like whatever it is that your partner is doing, 100%. I think it is important that you learn that, just in case that person does disappear one day. You know what I'm saying? Which they will, depend
Yeah.
on um, who goes first. You don't know, but I said she's better at me than finances. I can handle my own shit now. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? But in our situation, I just think she has way more sight, way more wisdom, and in my case, which is a lot of men's situation, yeah, the
So one
wives
of
they
the
better, yeah.
one of the things I brought up too was how people propose to people and they get turned down. Like like how you not know it's gonna be a guaranteed yes when you propose, or at least it's 90% chance that you're gonna get a yes. Like what did you miss that you just thought that this shit was gonna be it?
Man, you know my quote. One of my favorite quotes is three types of people in the world. Remember that? Those who can see,
See,
see far, and can't see at all. You know what I'm saying? So like, you might be able to see like, bro, I can't propose to that lady yet. I ain't solidified this thing yet. Well, another brother just can't see the signs. Like, they went on 3 dates and she smiled and he feel like he in. Like, it's my wife. I'm gonna propose in front of everybody, and she tell his ass no. You know, that's probably a sign that she need to go ahead and leave that rascal alone because he won't able to pick up on those signs.
I mean,
What else are you missing?
can you survive that?
As a guy, like proposing, and she said no.
Can that relationship survive?
Man, that's a great question. I don't know anybody that's ever been through it
I
personally.
do. I know somebody and it actually did survive,
It
but I'm
did.
just thinking, how the hell did it survive?
They just needed more time. Somebody moved prematurely. That's all. We don't move. We don't move prematurely on some things before in life. You don't
I
always
just
get it right.
I don't know if I could. I don't know if I could survive that one. My
You
ego would be
can't.
too
You
quick.
can't handle the rejection,
Hell no. The whole
man.
time, and then whenever she say yeah, I'm gonna be like, it just ain't gonna work for me. I wouldn't. She had to propose to me after that. If it's gonna survive, she gonna have to get down on one knee.
You ever been proposed to by a woman?
No, I've been suggested to pick up the pace. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right, right,
Or I
right,
would
right.
I would accept this. We can do it right now. Let's go to the courthouse. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't never been proposed. I wouldn't even know what the hell to do with it. I'd be
I was
shamed.
I was proposed to one time, man. Girl got on her knee and proposed to me, man. We were young, but she was dead serious, ring and all. I swear to God. I had to turn her down. No, I ain't do it right there on the spot. My dumb ass said, yeah. But when I
You
came to my senses, when I
niggas,
came
what the fuck? Why? Was it in front of people or is just y'all there?
nah, she was in front of people, yo. Yeah, she was, yeah. That's why
You,
I'm telling you, man.
you had to see it
People,
through.
man, no, I'm gonna tell you what happened. I was young, bro. I was like, well, how old was I then? I was 18, 17, 18.
Yeah.
I was 18. I'm trying to entertain the neighborhood. Oh, Lord.
Pull this stuff up. I mean,
My
just
bad, babe.
it just look good for the thing. This nigga got said yeah just because. Have y'all women ever did that? Because they just put you on the spot.
I ain't say yeah just because, bro. I meant it.
Oh, in the moment you got caught up.
Yeah, that was my
She,
girlfriend. We
she
were
was
real
beautiful.
cool. Like, yeah, I was serious about it, but we were so young. So a white man that I knew that really liked me, he was my instructor. He pulled me aside because he heard about what happened, and there's a quote that goes, "Perspective is powerful, and it doesn't change unless a serious event occurs." Man, this
Yeah.
white man pulled me aside, man, and he just gave me real life. And he started asking me questions. Where you gonna stay at? Where you going? Where you gonna work? What you gonna do? Like how you going? And bro, after I talked to that white man, I marched from his office, went straight to find old girl, and told her I can't do that. Gave her little ring back. We ain't doing that. And I broke up with her again. I was extremely young, right? But this right
Right.
here is also a reason why I don't think young people should be getting married. Your brain ain't finished developing. You ain't got no business making no lifelong decision like that. Those decisions should be reserved for people who are fully, physically adults, not people whose brains are still developing. They need to sit their ass down somewhere.
I got you.
Yeah.
That's tough because they're telling kids that they can chop off certain areas of their body because they decided they want to be instead of Eric they want to be Erica.
Right. I
So
do think they
I'm
should wait. I think they should
till they
wait
get
for that.
grown
To,
because
yeah,
because you
to their
make a
brain stops growing. To their brain
yeah
stop.
because you make a decision at 16 that you is gonna mess your life up. I mean, what if you ain't even feeling that no more?
Right. They need to wait. I agree that they need to wait. You
And
know, I yeah.
your dick over there in the lost and found.
That's
Because
too.
your ass
That's
done
too.
made a
Yeah.
decision.
That's too heavy of a decision to make at a young age. I think. Yeah.
I'm gonna tell
I,
you another one, Porky. I don't even want to put pressure in your life like this, but it's another check in your blind spot. How long you and your wife
how
been
long?
together?
What?
How long you and your wife been together?
Married 23 years this April, but we've been kicking it since middle school over 30 years,
All right, 20. Let's
35 years,
just stick with the marriage part. 20 what?
23.
23 years, and this can go for any of your wives. You come to bed with new tricks
Mm-hmm.
that I ain't teach
Nah, you can't do that this day and time, man. No telling what I've been watching.
you.
Yeah,
Hell no, you come in the bedroom with
TikTok,
new tricks.
Instagram, Facebook. You got
Yeah,
pornography, all that stuff. You can
yeah,
get
yeah,
those tricks from
yeah,
anywhere.
yeah. It's a
Yeah,
tutorial, all right. But it's
yeah.
Jody
Which
that
is
to
a
teach your
tutorial.
damn woman.
Oh, if the wife come home with new tricks,
Yeah, she ain't never been able to suck dick before in her life, and now she good at it.
bruh. Stop for a second though. Have you not seen the tutorials? Like you joking about it, but have
Yeah.
you not seen the tutorials
Mm-hmm.
online? Like
Yeah.
seriously.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh my God, you tripping? Yeah, you tripping for real.
Hey,
Like
hey,
it's
I,
like
I am.
like no
I'm
no no
just
no,
saying, check your blind spot.
bruh.
Maybe
I'm
it
just
is a
saying
tutorial.
there are actual classes, yo, that some women are teaching on certain things for the bedroom. You ain't never seen that?
Nah, I haven't.
No, dead serious, like serious.
No, seriously, I haven't.
Oh wow, yeah, yeah,
Look,
yeah, 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 yeah.
she said, "Yeah, there are classes for that." You damn right it is. Call adultery.
Listen to you. Listen to you.
Yeah, it's a damn class for that. There are a ton. Okay, yeah, yeah. Uh
Man,
huh.
I saw a lady on TikTok the other day, man. Like she was talking real strong and bold and demonstrating. Like it was crazy, but hey, she it was rough too. Like she was that was something serious.
If you if I, if I know you gag every time, and all of a sudden your gag reflexes go, it's over. It's over. Some has been down there a lot wilder than they cut.
Listen to this guy. Go to another blind spot, man.
I'm just saying, hey, watch it, fellas, or watch it, ladies. Watch it. All right, let me see.
Let me
This was
ask you a
funny,
question
right?
on the note.
This is another one, right? That I put this. I made a clip about this. how you be with somebody? You watch TV. You watch how you be with somebody that want to kill you and you don't know it. Like they putting rat poison and antifreeze in your motherfucking spaghetti and you don't know it.
So I got a quote for you. Listen to the quote.
Okay, I'm listening.
The youth is easily deceived because they have so much hope.
Hold on for a
The
second.
youth,
Pull it up. Before you say that quote, we're gonna get to this. I just want you to read that right there.
there's a numbing lollipop
Lollipop
for that. There's a numbing lollipop for that.
for the gag reflex.
A numbing lollipop.
You see what I'm
You
saying?
see what I'm saying? Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying, man. Like it's a whole school out here
Yeah.
with
It's a numb
tools
and
to
loving
go.
pop. It just come with a social security number, a driving license. Um yeah, you damn right. It's a numbing lollipop and spray. What the hell is wrong with y'all women?
Hey, man, it ain't. Hey.
But you say that quote again, because I'm trying to get. I be watching too much shit where the wife is kissing the man goodbye to go to work while she is secretly poisoning this nigga.
Right. Easily deceived. But that quote says the youth, but I think people with a lot of hope are easily deceived. If you hope you get a man and you starving for that man and you get one and he came in on your hope, he can actually do a lot of things to you. Vice versa, men and women, and you don't see it coming
Hey,
because you
Kia,
got the man.
come here. I can get you in. Say Kia on the link.
Yeah. Hey, look, you remember what's brother name? John Lennon?
Yeah,
His brother. You remember his brother?
Clyde.
You remember the Clyde had to go sit on Buddy's at the court while Buddy was being tried for pushing his wife down the stairs. You remember that? You were young then, but he
I don't
actually
know none of that.
he used to work for Buddy. It was a national case, bro. Cause it was national because Buddy had done killed a few wives like this, pushed them down the stairs, right? But he said they fell
Wait.
down the
You said
stairs.
the dude did, then killed a few?
Yeah, the white guy was a white man. A few of his wives died by falling down the stairs. See, he got greedy. So the last one that he was married to, see, Clyde used to work for him. So when he got caught, went to trial, they pulled Clyde up as a witness. He had to testify
For him or against him?
to his character, to whatever. I don't know if he went with him or against him, but he had to testify at that guy's trial. The dude ended up getting convicted. I can't remember his name, but yeah, he pushed lady down the stairs. But watch this right here. I saw a show where a guy married a woman who's what's up, Keith?
What's good with y'all?
What's going on, man?
No shit. How y'all? How y'all? What's the topic? What we talking about?
Go ahead. No, we talking about blind spots, and he was telling about you don't know Clyde, but he was talking. Now you got to finish that part because that shit was getting good. We talking about how
So
Go ahead.
people
Go ahead. Yeah, I don't
how can
mean
be with
to-
somebody that's killing. How can you be with somebody that want to kill you and you not know it? Well, go ahead, boy.
so Buddy, African guy,
Mm-hmm.
done married this white woman, and the white woman is obese. They got a name for her type of obesity. It may come to me while I'm talking, but basically, she was
Fat than a
she
mother.
she's she's immobile.
Immobile.
Like she's immobile. She don't move. Like she don't get up and walk around and shit like that.
Oh
So
my.
he done married the woman, right? He done married the woman and talking about how he just loved this woman, white woman. This is an African guy. This is a white woman, and this Joker just keeps feeding her and feeding her and
See
feeding her.
what
And
I
when I
saying?
seen it, I said, "This nigga is he trying to kill her to get the
Bruh,
insurance money." To
dog.
get the insurance money. And that's why Buddy was pushing his wives down the stairs to get the insurance money. So like the women think the guys are in love with them, but in actuality, their whole plot and plan is to get that bread when you
That,
die.
that's the thing, though. Like that's the thing. This is why I say checking your blind spot, though. So if you would you marry somebody that why second? How many wives he pushed downstairs?
This was the third one.
Okay, now then the third wife. Nothing hit you in your mind like this nigga. Why just keep dying? These some clumsy motherfuckers. I like ain't nothing said Nah, nigga, I ain't. You are not about to be. I'm not about to be the next
But how
It's
would
a
they know
cer-
that?
it's a level of
one.
desperation that I mean, y'all say like
That's
the
what
name
I'm
of the
talking
shit
about.
is your blind spot. It's a level of desperation where you don't. It ain't even a blind spot. It's just a spot you ignoring. Like it ain't blind. You ain't blind to it. You just choosing to ignore it. Like you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
you got that much faith and you that desperate for that type of affection that you willing to look at it and be like,
Brush that
maybe
off. He
I'm,
ain't
yeah,
mean
you know,
that.
what
He
I'm saying,
ain't
yeah, ain't
mean
nothing. You
that.
know what I'm saying? It's just like how
He ain't mean that.
bruh.
people had that
Let me ask you
infatuation with
something.
that type of that affection, man.
Let me ask y'all two something. Y'all talking to a lady. Y'all both single. You talking to a lady, and two of her husbands fell down the stairs magically. The moment she tell you that, you getting the fuck out of there.
I might still smash further than ain't gonna go no further than that.
Hey, line it up with the three, because I think his first one cut off. No, no, not
No,
that.
it's
That
like
yeah, that right there, right there. Good. So what you saying now? So y'all
no,
telling me
it's
y'all
all
would
no
just go,
bullshit.
you wouldn't check the blind spot.
If I
It ain't
found out that
about. I mean,
information, yeah.
Hey, do y'all
hey,
remember that
it's not even
movie?
checking the bad spot. That's enough for me to be like, yeah, this ain't for me.
See, this is yo.
Like,
You said yo, he was abusive, so you had to kill his ass. That's,
oh, you talking about the what's that movie?
he
Thin
didn't
Line.
more off thin line between love and hate when
Yeah,
she said she killed her husband
but
because
see,
he
this
was
the
abusive.
thing. This the thing. See, Martin went extra hard just to smash shit. Like that's the thing. Like he had an out right there. He just ain't take it. Like that could have changed the whole thing right there. He'd already smashed. He had an out.
Yeah.
He was like, damn, I hit. I didn't. He didn't already hit. He'd be like, all right, oh no, I can't. I can't deal with that. Like that's a little much for me. I ain't gonna tell on you or nothing, but you know, I
This is
can't be
another
around you.
checking you blind. This ain't even a relationship one, right? This you as a say you're a father, you got a son, and he like Bobby dolls and everything, but you telling your boys how he gonna go to the football and tear it up, and he gonna get married and have a bunch of kids,
It's
but
all true. It all could be true.
you can see the twinkle toes on
It's possible. It's
that boy gonna
possible.
carry my legacy. You talk about you about to be a grandpa someday.
It's possible, man. It's
Definitely
possible.
possible.
It's
What?
all possible.
Yeah.
What you mean? Your sexuality ain't gonna change your athleticism.
No, I'm
Like,
saying like you saying that.
Not
Oh,
at
you
all.
gonna grow up and get married and have children, but when you can clearly see,
that's still
you say,
possible too.
But
you know,
It's just
I
ain't gonna
actually
be
now
your. It ain't gonna be your bloodline. But it's still
in this
possible. I mean, it can
this
still be your
case,
bloodline.
what you're talking about, this is something I've actually seen time and time over. Guys who are from a young age that actually, they come across as if though they may be part of the homosexual community. And at the time it comes out that they are, but they actually take on a wife and have children because they were not able to be
Definitely seen it.
themselves and be free. You know what
Definitely
I'm
seen
saying?
it.
They couldn't be themselves. Yeah, I've seen it several
But
times.
that's okay. So that's there you go checking the blind spot. That female, she know better.
Now that's what blows my mind right
That be
there, my
blowing my
lady.
mind because I didn't seen it happen where like the female grew up the same way that she like everybody else looking at the same dude
She seen
and
them.
knew exactly and she seen it. Like you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
they still went in that direction and like when it happened, you all shocked. That's come on, man. That's checking your
that's what I'm
blind
saying. Like,
spots. Like
how you date somebody more feminine than you, and you the only one that don't see
man,
So
everybody you
now,
see it. That's
it. No, you can't speak for them because they be devastated.
I guess.
hey, look, I'm gonna tell you something. Like, and I don't know if you want to go down that road, but I learned this lesson when I was about 19 years old. I was working at a restaurant in Raleigh called O'Brien's, and there was a gay guy that I worked with, white guy, nice guy, but he was very flamboyant, very
Right.
flamboyant. But we were cool. But I being young, I just have an idea about gay people. Like they are a certain way at this point, like flamboyant, extra, whatever. real feminine. And his boyfriend came, bro, to the restaurant. And when I met his boyfriend, he was extremely masculine, muscle bound, was not effeminate at all. And it blew my mind. And it showed me that whatever your idea was of gay people is more than what you think.
Yeah, it's
You see what I'm
never.
saying?
Yeah, it's
So
not.
it ain't one way.
But
It ain't. It's not my. You know
mhm.
what I'm saying? It ain't. It ain't. It ain't one. Yeah, it ain't one way.
But
Like they're
no,
not
DJ,
I was
DJ,
thinking
monolithic.
DJ,
about
if I could, the point for me bringing this story up was this right here. There are some guys who are feminine in their movements and maybe in their speech, and they are not gay. They
okay.
don't care nothing about no dude. That's why I brought that up. There are some guys who are masculine, just like me, you, and Keon, but all they want is wood. So it's a lot more than the idea that we have, and that's why I brought that up. So even if you got a feminine fella in your family or whatever, it don't necessarily mean that he like guys.
All right, so how about this? How about this?
Is
How do another check in your blind spot. How is it that somebody can have a work husband or wife for years and you not know about it, but everybody in the job know about it?
so. This is the thing that's kind of because I done seen work people that call themselves work wives, work husbands, and it's really nothing physical there. They just always check in on each other. Like you know what I'm saying? Like they just be
Oh,
together. Yeah,
see,
I done seen it.
I
I done
seen the
seen it. I'm just saying I've seen it. I've seen the other way too. But
oh,
like
okay.
I'm just saying like when you say work wife work husband, I done seen like legit work wife work husband. It's just they play like mom and pop at work, but it's
Right.
nothing physical at all. Like you know what I'm saying? Like that's just how it is. But with that right there,
Did you
that's
just
not really
try to
checking your.
wait a minute? Hold up. Did you just try to make that shit cool?
I ain't say it was cool. I'm just saying I done seen it where it's like nothing physical at all. Like I've seen a gay man and a female be work husband, work wife, and there's obviously nothing happening there. Like you know what I'm saying? But I've
Gotcha.
seen but I'm just saying like with that being said, like is that really a blind spot because motherfuckers turn into totally different people when they're at work. Like you know what I'm saying? Like
Is
it's
I'm talking
not
about
hard to keep that shit at work and not bring it out of it.
no. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Like you, because I'm saying I've been seeing like relationship that last for years. So at some point, your patterns switch up. You got to have some type of okay. That's different. Just like before you got on here, I was talking about how I think you saw it about like how people bring new tricks to the bedroom.
Right.
When usually when it's women, men can sustain a little more, but usually or when a woman get attached to like their work husband, the other end, like the actual husband suffers a certain degree because men a lot of men could just stick and move, and it don't be nothing to them. They can like separate their emotions well better than women. They can get away until they can't. You know what I'm saying? But how do you not see nothing? No signs. Like it ain't no, they're not even hiding it at work. Like it's out there.
I mean, what type of relationship do you have? Like, how much of your spouse's work life do you consume? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, do you even know anybody
Right.
else you work with? Things like that.
Right.
Like, he or she work with.
The
You know what
thing,
I'm saying? Like, it's not
huh?
like, it's not like it's just like, it's not like you just know who she communicate with at work and who she talks to and who her friends are and who she eat lunch with and shit like that. Like from 9 to 5, you don't see her.
Hey,
Like
bro,
you don't know, you know what I'm saying?
I'm completely detached from my wife's work life. So if
Me
she had
too.
that situation going on
Well,
at the
no,
workplace,
no,
I
no,
wouldn't
no.
know about it. Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
I
Like it's
don't.
hard
I
to know.
don't step.
Like
I
you
don't
don't
step. Yeah,
know
I
how
don't
much
step
of
into
your
that world.
how much of your wife's work life do you know? My wife
So
don't know
y'all
nothing of it.
so y'all saying y'all agree that you'll never know a person entirely.
Yeah, because you ain't spending
Yeah,
24/7 with them. Like it's always something you don't know about somebody. It's hard to fucking
right.
like it's hard to even if you trying like even if I feel like I'm an open book with my wife. I'm sure there's something she don't know about me. Like you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
if I feel like that, and I'm not even trying to hide shit from her, but it still
Like for
might be some
instance,
shit she don't know about her.
it's like that's what like going back to the killing thing, like Ted Bundy, his wife. Like people that be having these sick, dark things that they do, and they don't know. Just like mamas that go to court crying, acting like their child ain't a surprised that their child a killer. Like even when their patterns show that they've been in the streets running and doing crazy shit the whole time, how you not know though?
Cause I mean that's some extreme shit, bro. Like it's not like anybody. It's not like just something that you can imagine your child doing. It's your child at the end of the day. Like it's still the person that came out of you, or you know what I'm saying, that you raised from a baby. And in some instances, you always gonna look at them like that. So imagining that they're capable of doing something like taking somebody else's life, it's not hard to, it's not hard to just
And
live in
Yeah, that ain't.
denial about. Like you know what I'm
right.
saying. Like that's an easy thing to be in denial about.
Let me read this. Work husband and wives is just flirtatious relationship, playing around at work, texting naughty shit, but ain't shit sexually happening. Clock out, go
Texting
home.
naughty shit.
Yeah. I don't know the hell that
Alright.
is. Hell, that's straight cheating.
Alright. That's
Type of
cheating.
work. That's a work husband. The damn work husband. That's how you get booked at the
Texting
job.
naughty shit. Well, you got naked.
Clocked out, go home. See you
So you telling me it's
tomorrow.
a dick in your phone? You telling me
How?
you telling me it's a tallywhack in your phone?
I think you made it cool, bro. I think you just
Who?
made it cool. You.
I'm telling you, the shit. What I be seeing my work, I be seeing motherfuckers be like my work wife, my work husband and shit. I be seeing it, and it don't really be nothing physical. It just be they operate like husband and wife when they at work. It just seems crazy.
Says that that's a no go. Lines and boundaries have been crossed.
She said texting and all that. She was talking cool until she said texting and all that. Like that's a little that's over the edge right there.
Hey,
That's a
hey,
step away from making a video.
hey. Now, and I had a, I had an argument with I think she's in it now. Where she doesn't see nothing wrong with necessarily flirting. It's no such thing as harmless flirting to me.
Nah, I disagree.
You disagree that there's no such thing as harmless flirting.
Yeah,
This is gonna be interesting.
you can harmlessly flirt. Everybody flirts.
You about don't put that jacket
Everybody
on me,
flirt,
nigga. You
man.
decided to wear it. Don't put it
Everybody
on me.
flirt, man. Hell no, yes it is. Kayla Gibbs, you insecure, baby. Chill out.
Ain't no, ain't no such thing. There's a different
These are
level to
different.
flirting.
There,
Oh
there are
my god.
different. Yeah, there are different levels to flirting, bro. I
Hell
flirt
no,
with
it
the
ain't.
cashier. I flirt with the cashier every now and then when I'm checking out and shit. That's just harmless flirting. I ain't trying to pursue her. It's just some harmless shit. Like you say something
Ain't
a little
shit
cute,
wrong.
sly shit on the side
See,
and check out. That ain't
Here's the
I'm
nothing.
thing,
charm.
see,
I'm very charming, and that's part of my nature. And somebody could get that misconstrued with flirting.
You
My
flirting,
wife
nigga? Shut
always. Hey,
up.
look, my wife
wait a
always
minute, who
tell
gave you
me
that
about
title
it.
that you
I'm
claim?
very charming.
Who
He
gave
just
you
Yeah,
that
told us.
I'm.
title?
He just
Yeah, yeah,
told
yeah.
us he
A
charming.
king. Hey, a king don't call himself king. The people will call him king.
That's
Okay,
Every,
so
facts.
you
yeah,
heard
yeah,
it before.
yeah, King. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I've been called charming, and I know that I am.
Okay,
I'm
Michaela,
very
you on my
charming. It's
side.
part of
Bet
my
my fault.
nature.
I misread what you
Yeah,
said.
but I got caught one time, man, calling a lady. I called her sweetheart or
Yes,
either
ma'am. Calm down.
uh sweetheart or something, and bro, she went and
Flirting,
told her husband that
flirting.
I did that, and he made her call me the next day and check me.
Damn,
I I just didn't
that's a
know the
hell of a
lady
woman
name.
right there.
I just didn't know the lady name. You know what I'm saying? So I referred that, Oh, I called her sweetheart something, but that's how my mom addressed everybody. I got the shit from my mom. But they were from another state and they don't play that. So
Mm.
so that could be called flirting from their perspective. From my perspective, I was just being a southern gentleman.
Let me say, you know that this persistent, y'all seen these people before. That persistent dude that your girl don't don't she don't shut him down, but she don't buy in. Is not shutting him down a problem. Like she let him get his rocks off. She don't buy into it. But he does it every day, damn near. Is that an issue? Since we here.
I'm
I,
trying to
I'm
figure out
I'm
what
a
you
little
asking
I'm
again.
lost. I'm lost, man. I'm lost.
What you
I
asking?
mean, like, say for instance, your girl got a guy at work that
Hmm.
hits on her because you just brought up the fact that that dude was trying to call you. His girl told you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Your woman has a guy at work that constantly hit on her.
Mm-hmm.
She don't shut him down, but she don't
Mm-hmm.
buy in.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a problem?
Yeah, it's a
Now
problem.
I'm built a little different. Like I kind of look forward to my wife getting that extra attention from other men. That's just me because I feel like it would make her feel good. My only problem would be if she was to take that guy and go to another level. But if he compliment my wife and he flirting with her and he like her, giving her attention, I think anybody kind of appreciates that type of attention. It make you feel good.
It
You know
could
what I'm
turn
saying?
into one because you haven't informed them what the boundaries are.
So what are you
Thank
talk?
you.
So what are we saying? Like, are we talking like constant pursuit,
Constant pursuit.
or okay? So so what O just said, I don't consider that pursuit. I just like a little attention, like, hey, you looking good today? How you doing? Stuff like that.
Yeah, man,
All
put a
right,
smile on her
That's
face.
you know what I'm saying.
this
But
is
like if it's like constant pursuit, like let me take you out. When you gonna let me take you out? When you gonna let me do this?
Yeah,
Like stuff
yeah,
like that.
yeah.
Yeah,
Get a
that's
ladder.
this,
a little bit of
this
an
is
issue.
why that's
That's
dangerous,
violation.
right? This is why that's dangerous, right? Because me and Porky was just talking about. He talking about how a relationship has its peaks and a relationship has its valleys.
Mm-hmm.
If your woman, if you're at a rocky stage in your relationship, where over time it can recover, if she didn't shut him down prior to, those words start sounding better to her.
I can see that.
I can
You
see
see
that.
that? You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, I
cause
can see
slippery
that.
y'all like
slope.
y'all in a rocky space right now.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't no peace at the house. Now, when there was peace at the house, it was like that nigga ain't talking about shit.
Right, right, right,
You know what I'm saying? But now that there ain't peace at the house, but damn, at least somebody else, damn, at least somebody appreciate me.
right.
You know what I'm saying? So if
Yeah,
you
yeah.
don't, I think it's dangerous if you don't nip it in the bud. It could be a
But
real problem.
but at the same time,
Mm-hmm.
he cannot be doing that constantly. He can just do it at the right moment. So it ain't got to be
Mm-hmm.
like a
That's what I'm
over and
saying. I'm
over
talking
again
about the
thing. It can just be like when it ain't peace in the house, somebody just happen to pop up and show you a little attention and ask you, hey, how about ask you for your number, and then y'all get the texting. It can just be good timing. Like you know what I'm saying. It
see,
ain't got
no,
to be
that's one I get that part. That can happen. I'm talking
right.
about the one that constantly hit on her, but she don't buy into it. Facts. This happens to someone I know, and the end result was the ex cheating. Because it's real dangerous for you to keep letting somebody plant a seed in you.
Plant that seed, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Once you plant a seed, and even if you're not watering it at the time, you might start watering it by listening more in depth when it's shaky on your end with your relationship.
That's like one of the gambles in having a relationship because you may get that attention throughout the duration of your relationship, but you have to kind of trust your partner not to go for it, regardless if you're in your peaks or your valleys. You see what I'm saying?
Boy,
So
I'm
you,
glad you said that word because that was the next thing I was gonna say. Not with
yeah,
that. I was gonna bring up because I think me and John that had this thing, and the whole panel agreed. Can you trust somebody too much?
Hell yeah.
Even
my
your
quick answer
wife,
is yeah,
huh?
Easy to be
yeah,
over trusting.
man,
I'm
bro.
saying,
Look,
should you trust somebody, your wife completely?
Should you?
Yes.
You should, yeah.
listen. Let me explain it. My wife got 100% trust from me. Like I trust her 100%. But at the same time, I understand she's a person. I know she could betray me and she could do some crazy stuff. But she has never gave me no reason not to trust her. So she got it for now. You see what I'm saying? but she could do something that makes to break the trust. So that's just a human.
That's right. Okay,
And if I
that's legit.
if I can finish it up with saying this right here, it's a kid out there right now today trusting a parent, and by the end of the week the parent gonna kill the child.
Yeah.
Or put some in their
That's gonna
name and
happen
fuck,
this
and
that's
fuck up
gonna
their
happen
credit.
this week.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So yeah, you can put too much trust in a person, but that's all you got. Life is really a game. You gambling
It's all
every
man,
day.
real shit.
Yeah,
And
every
and
day.
it's life lessons. It's lessons to be learned because like
But they
it's not
told
it.
They told me the best way to gamble is always go there with a limit of what you gonna spend.
Don't gamble with more. Don't show up with more than what you can lose. Like
Yeah.
you know what
Don't
I'm saying?
bet the
Like
full house portion.
don't bet more than what you're willing to lose. That's all.
Hey,
That's
look,
all. That's the rule.
there's a quote that goes, rather rather you marry or not marry, you will regret it. Whether you marry or not marry, you will regret it. So, like, it's a guy out there. If you don't want to gamble in this sense with trust, stay single, nigga. But
Yeah,
you're
cause
gonna grow old alone.
yeah.
It's a
I be like I just posted on there like motherfuckers acting like that single life is lit like that. I be like, I don't know the fuck y'all talk about. That shit lit.
right.
They act why would you promote isolation?
Some
That's what
people
they
like to be
do to
alone.
prisoners. You know how they make mean evil motherfuckers behave? Put them in isolation. That's the
By
worst thing
yourself.
you do to a prisoner. Now you trying to tell me being single is the shit. Can you give me that on? Give me Pastor Jenny number one. Babe.
This joker
Give
got
that baby
Pastor
there.
Jennings up there.
You's a liar!
That's
You know
who
what I'm
that
saying?
is.
Don't you ever tell me that being single is the shit. It ain't where at. I heard women
Man,
say, when
it's
I need a man
positive.
for, I got a toy. I was like, damn, I ain't never seen that toy go half on the bill, roll over and hug you, tell you good morning, beautiful.
Yeah.
Now, if
Watch
they
a
start
movie
making
with you.
toys, we ain't gonna be able to compete with shit.
Hey man,
Man,
loneliness can actually kill people. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Can take them out. There was an article that my wife had read, and she was telling me about it years ago, of a lady who was asexual. And if I ain't mistaken, that means the lady just don't care for sex, period, one way or the other.
yeah.
She ain't into it. And but she didn't want to be lonely. So she wanted to get with either a man or a woman. She just wanted a partner. And because she's not into having sex, she said that she would have sex with her partner, whether it be male or female, when they wanted it, just so that she wouldn't be alone.
They got they
Who
got
the fuck
dating
want to be with
sites.
her?
They got dating sites for that though. You can find another
Yeah,
asexual person. They got shit for that.
that makes
But
sense. That
I
makes sense.
met
Yeah.
somebody asexual. That shit blew my mind. They was telling me about it. I'm like, damn, bro.
Can I tell you? Can I
Like
tell
you
Hey,
you
just don't
why it blew
like
your
put
mind?
like.
Can I let me tell you why? I like the fact that you said that it blew your mind, and this is something like I want to expound on in my own personal like writings or whatever. Man, is like I would say that it blew your mind, just like my mind was blown when I met the masculine gay brother.
Homosexual.
Be-
Yeah.
right, because I had an idea of this thing that real life says is more to it than that.
Yeah.
So you meet somebody asexual and they start giving you the rundown. You like, no, it can't be because it's only this way or that way.
I
Nah,
had so
nigga,
many questions, bro. I was
yeah.
like, I was like, bro, do you get hard? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit, like, do you? You wanna wake up one
yeah.
morning wood? Like, do it get hard at all?
So, hey,
Like, that's the
so
crazy
Key,
part to
hey,
me, man.
Key, and Tuck, let me submit this to you, man, and Tuck, maybe for another show. But I was listening to Neil deGrasse Tyson, the black astrophysicist, and he said that everything in life is on a spectrum. Everything. But we've been taught that it's either this way or that way. And I think that's why we have so much disagreement and don't get understanding from brothers and sisters who have a different life experience than us. We don't acknowledge the spectrum.
But
But
it blew my mind. That was for one. That was the first time I heard that term. Also, like I didn't know what
yeah.
asexuality was.
all
But
right.
I mean,
I want
well,
to
go
tell
ahead.
you because I was talking to this girl on TikTok and she was saying that she decided because men play too many games, everybody them fuck niggas, fuck them, I'm going to be celibate. But then said,
Sell a bit, I buy a bit. But
celibate, I get you're gonna be celibate. But now the man you talk to, he has to be celibate.
you gotta just deal with
You gotta make a decision, yo.
No,
it.
I told her you can be celibate. You shouldn't judge him because he choose not to be celibate. Now, if you're worth him giving up all those things, yeah, you got you a nigga. But for her to actually think that because I'm celibate, he has to be celibate. That's like forcing your religion on somebody, or forcing I'm vegetarian, and the man that I date, even if he eat meat, even if he's a good man, he got to start eating. He's got to
I
stop
mean,
eating meat.
it. I say this: it ain't nothing wrong with her having that as a deal breaker, but just as long as
No,
she know that deal is gonna get broke.
personally, that I'm not giving it up. For her then to try to make somebody else life like hers, that's a narcissistic tendency, bro. Now I'm gonna force my belief on somebody because your experience is I deal with number fuck niggas, so I'm gonna save this eventually for another fuck nigga, but I'm gonna save this. And now I got to now a man has to be like me.
I mean, but what? All right, so DJ, it's not really. All right, so all right, it's extreme because it's about like no longer having sex, but it's the same deal. Like if you got certain things that you want, you're not gonna go for. Like if I say I don't cheat, then I expect you not to cheat. What's the difference? Like it's still me trying to force. Like okay, look, I'm not cheating. You better not cheat.
No,
So
no,
it's the same thing. Her consuming her another person conforming to what somebody else doesn't necessarily do. I
no,
mean,
no, no.
but
I get what you're
it,
saying. When you actually get with somebody, then the rules got to be established. I got it.
yeah.
She's saying in the process of talking to somebody, like
Oh, in the
so,
process of talking to somebody, like talking, like
like
no real
getting to
relationship.
know a person. She was like, how would he like say he liked me if he not being celibate also?
Oh no, she's just an idiot. Like if you in the process of talk, I'm saying like when you're in the process of talking, y'all ain't even established a relationship or anything like that. What they do on their time is their time. Like that's just it ain't no fucking. You don't have any say over on what they do when they not with you. Like
Right.
that's just that's an unwritten rule. Like
I
everybody
told
should
her to
know
get
that.
a cat.
Like you know what I'm saying? Like we've I've been in relationships while we just talking and we meet up and we might do something from time to time, but we ain't established. We ain't got no actual title. So whatever you do when I ain't around, that's whatever the fuck you do. And
What's
whatever I do
that's
when you ain't
setting your
around, that's
expectations?
whatever I do. Huh?
She said that's setting your expectations.
Yeah, okay. That's setting. Okay, you can tell him like if we gonna be in a relationship, this, that, and the third, and he can say okay. But if y'all ain't established, like, why the fuck? What can you say about what he does in his spare time, or her, or whatever? Like, that's how I feel. Like, there ain't no
She said, because
titles.
she said, how could he take me seriously if he's still out there fucking other women? And I was like,
He ain't. But I'm saying, like, if y'all in that stage of the relationship, that stage of y'all talking or whatever, in that stage, like, it's still being established whether or not anybody can take anybody serious. It's not like you know what I'm saying. It's not. There's nothing set in stone.
let me
Like
ask,
y'all still filling each other out.
if it's some women, if it's some women out there, I want to know what is this strategy of holding your pussy hostage? I mean, like, what do you does? Can I've never heard a success story with this strategy.
Like holding out.
Yeah, I'm just gonna save it for the right one. Please tell me that. Can I get a one success story?
Take away someone's choices by not doing so. You're more than free to do what you want. But I also have a choice if I want to engage. I agree. I'm just saying.
Absolutely.
But like you
Absolutely.
shouldn't judge if somebody is doing whatever they want when they ain't with you. Like it
Correct.
shouldn't be no, you know what I'm saying? It shouldn't be nothing coming behind that.
I'm trying to
And
figure out what.
you probably shouldn't be mingling, tiptoeing around that shit either. Like probably shouldn't ask
Hey,
those questions either.
I just want to know one success story of that actually being successful. Holding out, holding out. What? What? I mean, I don't understand. Why do you? How do you think men operate? I don't think not one nigga ever went to a car lot and just bought the car without test drive. So what do you think niggas gonna do when what do you think? You think we're gonna hold out with you?
Hey, in my opinion, a lot of that come from the church. You know, save it till you get married. You got that. Well, there she go right there. What she say? Religious reasons, soul ties,
Religious, oh
bonds,
yeah,
just
facts,
not wanting
facts.
to fuck everybody. So many things. It is a lot of reasons why somebody would do that. But my mindset changed towards that the older I got, and I would think about my daughters. Now I say this in the barbershop, and I say it to be comical, but it's a real thing. If my daughters right now get with a guy and I teach them they can't have sex until they get married, let's just say they take me up on that and they gonna wait till they get married to have sex. Listen to this. And then she gets married to a dude, and this nigga wood all the way down to his knee.
Or the other way.
Or the other way, right? And she never got a chance to experience it. Now she in a situation based off of tradition. So I feel like people should get together before they make that commitment. I think a lot of that stuff we was
First of
taught
all,
was BS. In my opinion, like I ain't with it.
facts. I was just talking,
I need my
I'm
kids to
telling
shack
you,
up.
hey, real shit. That's hey, because you never know.
Go
You
shack
you
up.
holding out for something that you might not even enjoy.
You
Like you
might
know what
not
I'm
even like
saying?
it, bro.
You
You
might
Right.
might
not
not
even
even
like
like
it. It might never get
it.
used to it. Like you're saying, what's the point?
Now my daughter married and then she holding out, but she
Unhappy as
said, I ain't
hell.
doing that. I ain't
Like
doing
I
that.
don't know.
Actually, look. Let me ask you something.
Daddy, that nigga talking about some riding.
Yeah,
No, nigga,
boy, put out a
I ain't
whole
getting on
leg.
that.
Put out a third
That a
leg if you
whole
want me to do
leg. No.
Hey, yo,
You gotta perform your wifely duties. No.
it.
Baby,
let me
get
ask
him,
you something.
Forrest.
All right. Let me ask y'all because if we can't if most men can't stay faithful, then we got to switch up the strategy, right? So if as fathers of boys, you two, what age would you suggest your child get married?
Get married?
Yes, like
Oh,
settle.
when they, I would suggest don't get married until you can take care of yourself.
What if he can take care of himself at 22 though?
What I'm saying
Then
that's
it's cool. Get married. That's what I'm saying. Like I don't.
cool.
If you can, I mean,
Uh
if it's cool, I'm saying if you ready, do it. And I'm not the
mm-mm.
type of person that feel like marriage is supposed to last forever. So I mean, if you able to take care of yourself and you feel like you want to get married, get married.
Say if you
I
ever had
think
sex before, you have nothing to compare it to.
If you've never had sex before, you have nothing to compare it to.
All right, Porky, what age you think is a good age?
man, my quick answer is 30, but my runner up answer is at least after your brain finish growing. I can't stress that enough.
Like
That's not
25.
a decision. They say 25, 26. So I would say 28, 29, 30, and up, get married. But anything below that,
Now,
in my opinion, I would tell
this
my
is,
kids, don't you dare do that shit.
you know what I'm thinking. Now that I think about it, now that I think about it, I'd suggest just form a partnership. Don't get married at all. Cause I'm dead serious, bro. I just like somebody close to me going about to go through a divorce, and just had to pay like $1,800 to get divorced, just to say we ain't married no more. Like
Right.
I
It's a
think it was like
game.
I
It's a
think
lot cheaper
yeah,
when
it's a
you say I
stupid
do.
game, man. It's a
It's a,
stupid ass
It's a
game.
game.
You love somebody so much you want to get the government involved. What the fuck kind of stupid shit is
Right,
hey,
that?
right, right, right.
watch it, Porky. Watch it, Porky. Watch it, Porky. How much you pay to say I do?
Man, what?
There's a
Shit,
lot
after
cheaper
about
paying to say
you
I
know
know.
I
three
do.
after about 3 years of marriage, I was finally done paying for saying I do.
Ooh.
That's all that
That's how much,
300
man.
don't sound bad. I know.
Good lord, hey, bro, the
Key,
marriage
you must
game
have
is
did
a
it big.
fucking
You did it
racket,
big.
boy.
You did it
I did it
big.
too big, man. I did it too
Yeah.
big.
Ooh.
Too big, man. I was
Yeah,
just
yeah.
saying, okay. I was just saying, okay. Everything got brought up, like, all right, that's cool. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, that's cool. Man,
Let's
It
go.
was beautiful though. It was beautiful. I
too
swear.
big, man.
I swear. Hell yes. So y'all, you say whenever you can take care of yourself. Oh, you said you saying X.
I'm dead serious, but I probably start telling kids, yo, look, if you love somebody, you don't need a piece of paper for that shit to mean anything. Like if you fall in love with somebody, you feel like you want to spend the rest of your life, what you need a piece of paper to do that for?
All right, so this
And
is my
see, and
go
see,
ahead.
like I feel what Keith's saying, and I agree with what he's saying, but it's like two sides. So like, if you do it the way he's saying it, if y'all decide to split up, you split up. You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
ain't got to worry about paying nobody no money. Y'all just
And
going
even
back to
then,
business.
in some states, you still get it. You still can get alimony and shit, even if you never sign on the dotted line. Like you know what I'm
So
saying?
that
It's crazy.
North
that's what I
Carolina,
was gonna say.
North
There
Carolina
there
like
there
that thing.
Hmm.
aren't there some benefits to actually playing the
There
game of
are, there
marriage?
are, but that's
And so
also
like if
why I
you
said. That's also why I said if you're willing, if you're able to take care of yourself, like, cause like if you're able to take care of yourself, that other person and they're able to take care of themselves, like it shouldn't be much of like the benefits shouldn't be as much as you know what I'm saying, that
it shouldn't hold
enticing
that
for
much
you to want.
value.
Yeah, it
Shouldn't
shouldn't
hold
hold
that
that
much
much
value.
fucking
Yeah.
weight. You feel me?
I
Yeah.
yo so what I posted my group like the other day, and I was just being silly, but then I started believing in some of the shit I put down, and I had on, is it ever a good reason to cheat? And I say if your partner is withholding sex,
I don't want to play.
is
I'm
it
gone.
ever a good reason to cheat? What do you think, Jake? Is it ever a good reason to cheat?
I don't think so, bro. Like my quick answer is no. I would need some more information for me to say, yeah, that's a good time to cheat. But my answer is no. And if your partner is withholding sex, I think there are many reasons why that could go down. Like,
I'm about to break
you
one
know,
down that's a little deeper than normal. I had this on my podcast with Punkin. Like I look like the bad guy bringing this up, but I still had to see it from both ends of the spectrum. A lady, she goes says she has a child, a stillborn. Now she's devastated. She's going through trauma based off that.
yeah.
It is two. She's still married. It's two
Hmm.
years later. She don't even want nobody to touch her because she's still going through that.
Right.
But she still has a husband. Now you can leave my traumatized wife that makes you a shitty husband, or you can cheat on my traumatized wife that makes you a shitty husband. But I'll
So
take out any day.
is it too much to communicate that information with your wife? Like, hey,
Like
look,
that's what I'm saying.
I got
That's what I'm saying. You
needs.
have this, but she says she's still not ready, and you can
But I'm
respect. You can kind of respect where she's coming from, but you still have needs of your own. And matter of fact, is it even a good time to even approach that conversation?
You
Of
gotta. I
course it
mean,
is. Yeah, because you
it's
gotta have
some
it.
conversation. Yeah, you gotta have a conversation.
You gotta
I
Okay.
have it.
mean,
But
it's not cheating if you both agree.
I would say that the onus is on the man in that situation, that scenario you just mentioned, because if his wife is going through that type of stuff, like you said, that's heavy. That ain't nothing to like,
Girl,
Yeah,
that's
and so like it's sacrifice time at that point. It's sacrifice
I
time,
said two
nigga.
years. I said 2 years.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, regardless, like, and if he gets his limit, if three
You just
years is
say,
a deal breaker,
hold on, you said
no,
something crazy. Say it again.
no, I didn't.
It start with an R. Can you back that shit up again? You said
What did I
regardless?
say? What did I say?
You said regardless.
No, I'm saying like if you saying 2 years, that's your number. So that's your boundary. That's fine. His might be 3 years. If he go 3 years and he like, babe, I can't do it no more, she gotta respect that.
Okay, that's what I was looking for. I didn't know
Yeah.
whether you was talking
but I'm
about
just saying the
you just gotta ride it
conversation.
out.
No, the conversation got to be had.
No,
Like,
no,
it's not
no.
like
Ladies, y'all in
because
the chat, what
honestly,
y'all think?
if she don't respect it, then it's like it's time to talk about other things. Like, like you know what I'm saying? It's like not. I can't. If you know I had these needs, like you know how we were beforehand, like you gotta be able to meet me halfway somewhere on this. Like you know what I'm saying?
And
Like
sticking with cheating in the process of when you get caught cheating and then your woman forgives you, how many times do you apologize?
I don't know, man. I ain't got no experience in it.
All right,
How
hypothetically, if
many
you say,
times do you apologize?
Do you
because
apologize?
if you're gonna forgive me, I'm gonna apologize once if you forgive me. But I'm not gonna let you can't you I can't let you use that against me to change the dynamic of our household. Because if you said you forgave me, then we can move forward and past it. But I can't because we're arguing here. I don't need you to bring it up. Because we're doing this here, I don't need you to bring it up. I'm gonna apologize one time.
Hey, so let me share something with you, bro. I've never physically cheated on my wife in 23 years, but I heard her one time, and she had brought it back up another time, and I was like, "You, why you keep bringing that up?" And she said something that was pretty heavy to me. Listen to what she said. Listen to what she said. She
But it's
said,
still hurt.
"You, that there you go, Key." She said, "You hurt me. You can't tell me how long I can hurt." And
That's
I
Oh yeah,
sat my
facts.
ass down.
I
I
get it.
sat
Because
my ass down.
but no, I can no. I don't give. I understand you hurting. That hurting shit good. But if you said you forgave me, you are that is
But
not damn. That is not
you
no
can
ace in the hole for you to keep pulling out your ass every time because you said you forgave. Now if you
you can
forgave,
forgive.
cool,
Like, bro, you can
cool.
forgive. That don't mean you can forget. Like, you know what I'm saying? But like, what are you
I
saying?
ain't
Like,
asking you forget. I'm just
but
saying
that's
you
what I'm
ain't
saying.
about to
Like,
hold it on my head.
it's not even. I don't. All right. So I've seen what you're saying. Like, holding it over your
Hey, yo,
head
read this.
and
This from a girl.
everything.
Read this. Read this.
If you never admit it, if you never admit to cheating, you don't have to apologize. Hey, I like her. Hey,
I ain't do it.
hey, but look,
Hey man, I'm
hey.
gonna get out of here, man. I enjoyed y'all. I got to bounce though.
All right,
All right,
boy.
bit
I'll
up.
catch up with y'all next time.
All
Yep.
right. What you think though?
But nah, so like I seen it where they like it get held over your head and everything. But I've also seen it where it's like they can forgive you, but you still might catch them going through your phone, or you still might catch them like asking you extra questions when you say you about to be somewhere and they don't believe you and shit like that.
That
So
ain't
like
forgiving.
that's huh?
That ain't
I
forgiving.
don't I don't think that come with forgiveness, bro. Like that's still you checking your P's and Q's. I can forgive anybody, bro. I can forgive a motherfucker from hitting me for if somebody was to smack me or some shit. I forgive you, but that don't mean the next time we get into an argument, I ain't gonna be looking for you to raise your hands up again. Like you know what I'm saying? Like it's still gonna be triggering. Like you know what I'm saying? Like if you cheat on somebody and when you did, it was you was always in your phone, you would just be like, oh, I gotta go see this person, and it turned out you was cheating. So now every time you something pop up where you gotta leave, even if I forgave you, now I'm thinking like, is you cheating again? Like you know what I'm saying? Like it's still the same triggering. It's still things that going to trigger that memory. Like that's why people say I can forgive, but I can't forget because certain things are going to trigger that memory and that feeling that you felt when you got cheated on.
I
So
get. I
like it's
get.
not.
I get the part about learning from something, but is a difference between learning from something and act as if I'm still the person you. I'm acting as if I'm still committing the act. See,
See
if
what
they
she
still
said
go,
right there. By
if they
cheating, you literally just trigger a person's insecurities, and then you blame them for checking you. I
okay,
mean,
no, if
that's what I'm
you
saying. Like,
no,
I
hold
agree
on,
with the
wait,
whole. Go ahead,
wait,
go
wait.
ahead, go ahead.
If you forgave me for cheating, you can then not treat me every day as if I'm cheating. I'm a cheater. If you said forgave me, we work past it. Now you cannot treat me like I'm a cheat. I'm cheating on you every day. You cannot do it. Your relationship cannot survive that way.
Bro, it takes time though. It's gonna take time. It ain't gonna just snap back into place. It's never gonna do
Then,
that.
then should she wait to say I forgive you?
You can forgive anytime you want, DJ. It still don't matter. It ain't gonna stop. Is you can forgive at any point, but that's not gonna make you trust a person again.
That ain't
Forgiveness doesn't equal trust.
I get that forgiveness and trust is different, but you're not forgiving nobody if it's still in your heart that you don't trust them.
You can forgive anything. That don't mean you have to trust,
Okay,
brother. They
okay.
don't go
If
hand in
if
hand.
if if your debt is forgiven, what do you owe me?
Yeah, okay, bro, if my debt is forgiven, if I owe, okay, if you loan me money and I say I was gonna pay you in a week, and it take me 2 months to pay you back, are you gonna be hesitant to loan me money again?
Right, but no, I said your debt is forgiven.
Okay, but
Anytime
my
they
debt
tell
is
you,
forgiven. I pay you back. My debt is forgiven,
anytime
right?
they say your debt is forgiven, you don't have to pay it.
Okay, all right. I don't have to pay it. All right.
Right.
Okay, my debt is forgiven. All right, DJ, let me borrow $20. No,
Your credit
you
shot,
forgave
right?
my debt.
Your
My
damn
credit
credit shot. Now I'm not saying
you
it's
forgave
not,
my
but no,
debt.
I said your debt is forgiven, and you're right. You do have to build up credit
You
again,
got to build the credit back up.
but I cannot go and ask you for your money. I can't keep bringing up everything that you got
I'm
going.
with you. I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that. You can't just be around saying like,
Damn,
"Hey,
you
you
know
remember
you
that
still
time
owe
I
me
let
that money.
you
I
remember that time I let
forgave.
you get away? I let you get off that $100 you owe me. I ain't never bring that shit up, right? You
Yeah,
remember that
yeah.
shit? I'm
So why
with you
you
on that.
charging me for this?
I'm with you on that. But I'm saying it's a difference between always bringing up your cheating because at that point I've seen cats that cheated on their wife and like got back in and it got, you know what I'm saying, it got everything got good, and but every time they argue it came up, and it got to the point where the dude was like, man, fuck this, I don't even want to be, like, I'm trying my best and I still got
I
to
would
go through
start
this
over.
shit, and they ended up divorced, like, you know what I'm saying, like
You might well
it's
start
different,
over.
like, but it's a difference between that and like now I know that, like, she don't trust me right now, like, you know what I'm saying, like, I
I,
know everything I do, she second guessing it. Like, she might not bring it up all the time, but I could tell she a little weird when I leave the house. She a little weird when I go hang out with the fellas and shit like that. I could tell all that. Like, that's gonna happen. Like, that's probably gonna
so,
happen. And if she not, she might be doing something on her own.
let me ask you another question, bro.
What's up?
So when it comes to women, because I'm about to wrap it up in a few minutes too, because we've been on it before an hour and 30. Um,
I've been here like 30 minutes, but go
yeah, you
ahead.
just popped in. I text you though.
No, you didn't, nigga. Go ahead.
When you check
Did
again,
you?
you apologize.
I'll
That's
check.
me.
I'll check.
Um, this what happens, right? Okay, a woman's insecurity versus a woman's love. Which one which one is more sustainable, which one is which one is valuable, because it
You
seems
said
like,
her insecurity versus her love.
yeah, because she can
Give
love
me an
you,
example.
meaning like I can love you, but you cheated on me, so I can never get over you. My love, like, let me put it in biblical terms. And then what's crazy is they asked God for forgiveness, and God wiped the slate clean. You know what I'm saying? But when we ask to forgive each other, I can't never forgive you. Meaning that you you have damaged my insecurity and my ego and my pride so much. Just say, instead of saying you forgive me, saying I ain't big enough to forgive you. I will try to make us work, but I truly don't forgive you. Why can't they just say that instead of lying and saying you forgive me when you really don't?
I don't know. I feel like you can forgive whatever you want. Like, I feel like you can forgive and still have those insecurities. Like, I don't think they go hand in hand, bro. I just feel like it's
If
possible to
you read, she
forgive.
said your what is it? Bring up. Get it. Yo, go right here. No, go up. She said this, right? By cheating, you literally just triggered a person's insecurity, and then you blame them for checking you. Meaning that my love, like, say for instance, we've been straight. I ain't like, this is even perfect. I ain't cheated on you, and I've been with you for 30 years. And on the 31st year, I decided to cheat. All that 30 years is wasted because now you can't
You know
see
you
that.
lying. She know you lying, but you hoping if you know you're lying, she know you lying, but you holding on to your lie. She will keep bringing it up. You never admitted to cheating, no proof, no crime. Can't forgive something someone won't admit. Hell,
So you was
Kiera is
right.
like a
You thought you was
professional.
on my side.
She's a professional cheater.
But I'm saying, like, you say for instance, you've been with somebody for 30 years. Credit good. They fuck up
Right.
one time. And you put it next to 30 years as if it's the same. Not to mention that they're flawed human beings. Nobody's perfect. But you can put 30 years next to one moment. They'll put 30 years versus against 30 seconds. And 30 seconds I had just as much weight on the scale. This shit doesn't make sense to me.
She said, "I do not cheat. You just know everything about cheating." Okay. She know exactly how to get away with it. The law, the binding documents and shit. You gotta have proof. No proof, no evidence, no nothing.
Bruh,
Either
this
way,
what
let me say.
when
Oh,
you go and you say trials and tribulations, right? Because I
right.
feel like this. Everybody is in pursuit of happiness, which is the dumbest shit you can ever pursue. Pursue love. Find somebody that their love makes you happy. Because happiness is an ebb and flow. Matter of fact, the same shit that made you happy yesterday might not make you happy tomorrow. The same shit that made you happy 2 years ago might not make you happy 5 years ago. So if you're in pursuit of happiness, you are always going to have a rough patch in your relationship. Now, if you have 8 years of love in your relationship and happiness in your relationship, and then you got a year or two of hell,
Love and happiness.
people skip the hell out because the happiness, they only want to pursue happiness, and happiness is a ebb and flow. It's not sustainable. It's nothing you can do. I don't give a damn if you rich. It's some mad, rich, mad motherfuckers right now. Like I don't understand. Like, won't you pursue love first?
Okay, well I'm saying like if you, all right, just think about that, bro. You pursue that, you pursue that love, you pursue that, you get that love, and you're like beyond happy because you think you know all these different things, and then just like that, boom, you get cheated on, and everything you thought you knew is
Second
it
guess.
turned out, yeah, second guessing all of that shit now. Like it's you know what I'm saying? Like you was just as happy, you was the happiest motherfucker alive, and then boom, like the person you trusted with every fucking thing, with your happiness, the person you put your happiness into, just betrayed the fuck out you, and
This,
now you
this,
got to
this,
rethink everything.
this is why I
Like
like
it's a
her.
that's some devastating things that
I
motherfucker
like
might have to deal with.
I like this right here. I have to be
But
happy.
some people are just like what you said. I'm gonna let you, my bad for cutting you off, but I'll let you finish. But some people are just like you said, like where we're like, okay, that's one time. I can't hold one time against 15 years of happiness. Like you know what I'm saying. Some people are
Yeah.
just like that, and some people it completely derails them. Like you know what I'm saying.
She said I
You
have
would
to be
take them
happy.
through it for you can. It might take them through it for a few, like a week or two, and then get back to normal, just to let them know, like you can lose this motherfucker. Like you
Right.
know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
and then get back to some sense of normalcy.
I
But
have
go ahead, my
to
bro.
be happy with myself in order for me to be happy with someone else. I don't want to be miserable and in love, which is crazy because I always compare this, right? I say, your husband, he can do X, Y, and Z and you'll get rid of his ass, but your kid can be a fucking mass murderer and you're gonna stick by him. It's because
But
women don't love men unconditionally. And I think it's
that's
sad.
I mean that's I mean I'll tell you this, but the way you just said that, I don't think anybody loves anybody unconditional except parents and children. How about that?
No, I
Because
mean,
I promise you, my
no,
kids, I promise you, my kids, like the best thing about it is like I know they fucking love me, and it ain't cause of nothing I did. They just see me every day. You know what I'm saying? Like
that
that's the
superhero
best
shit
feeling in
come
the
in
world.
on it.
I don't think that's what I'm saying. Like, but that's the thing, and I love them. They can't do enough for me not to love them.
I don't think it,
I
but
don't think any. I think everybody, as far as like the people you meet in life, and outside of blood, maybe blood, period. But people you meet, your wife, your husband, things like that, like that you don't have a real connection with, and you just haven't established a connection with. I think there's conditions to all those love, all that type of love. In my opinion, I could be wrong, but that's just how I feel.
yo, before you got on here, this is this I was listening to this pastor and I was telling Porky this, but I'm gonna re-say it again. And it was like one of the dopest shits ever, right? He said that God is not going to give you the perfect person to meet all of your conditions because he's trying to teach you how to love somebody unconditionally. See, if you meet somebody that met all your conditions, then how could you love them unconditionally? I don't understand how you up two parents, I still can say this. Because it used to be like this. If you got to go back in time where that unit of mama and daddy, you ain't fucking with that unit. I don't give. How can two people create something and now they create what they create trumps both of them? How is it that the kid now becomes everything? The man is bumped down a level. The wife is bumped down a level. Y'all are the creators of the child. That's why God be like man, woman, child. I think that order should be established where when y'all become one, nobody should be able to interfere with that one, even your child. And then you, I know you've seen this before, not in yours, but you'll see when kids can recognize when there's a divide, they will play on each other, play parent against parent. Back in the day,
But
back in the day, what your daddy say? Oh, well, if mama said it can't happen, it can't happen. The hell you
but
talking
yeah,
about?
the
Why you
mom
even
pop
bring it to
game,
me?
the mom
Huh?
pop game. Yeah, yeah, that happens. That's real shit. And it don't have to be a divide. It's just kids gonna play one parent against the other regardless. That's just game. But the thing about that is, but that's why I say like there can be. I don't. I think all love that isn't through birth. Like I think it's all conditional in my opinion. I think because to me unconditional love means like there's nothing that can happen that would make me stop loving you. Like
But
you know what I'm saying? Like nothing.
that's the wildest shit that you're saying it because it's true, but it's nothing. That's why I say, yo, when you say your vows, everything in your vow says unconditionally.
I hear it.
So everybody is capping
In my
when
opinion,
you
yeah.
when you say your vow, because everything in your vows speaks to unconditional love. Everything in
Everybody,
your
that's what I'm saying. But like outside of, that's why I said outside of a blood bond, like you come from one another, like your lineage are intertwined through DNA. Like you know what I'm saying? Like outside of that, you can fall out of love with someone just as easy as you can fall in love with them. So like I don't believe there's a such thing. I mean, I guess
oh
I
no, you
don't.
gotta
I
read.
just
I can
don't
read that.
see.
Read that. Read
What
it.
is
You want
that?
to read that? I'll read it.
Me and my mama sent me a message yesterday and said, I love you with all my heart, my whole heart, except the part for Jesus and your dad.
I told them old school. You can't come against that unit, boy. To sit your ass the fuck down somewhere. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go tell
Yeah,
them you get your ass whooped by both of us. Well, shit, hey, okay, I got to shut this bitch down. I've been on this bitch an hour and 42 minutes. Next, L,
all
I
right,
see you.
bit out.
I see you Friday, though.
I'll be up there
Um,
Friday, man. I'll see you though.
episode, it's called, what is it? It's it's give and take when the genders negotiate. It's give or take when the genders negotiate. It's episode 9. Y'all tune in. Make sure you watch it. Go to YouTube and subscribe. Me and my Big Mouth podcast. I am him, he, the host, Tuck. As always, thank you. All right, boy.
All right, my boy. Love you, man.
Love you too.